Is there anybody out there? I'm searching for something. One, two. Hey. Hello, Fifth. Dun, 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 dun. How you doing? You okay? It's been cloudy here for a couple days, spring, raining, that kind of thing. Empty hospitals. I lost a friend because my old doctor down there, my daughter lives in Southern Ohio. The doctor is right across the river in West Virginia. And he was telling somebody they got more of a problem with getting the flu or something like that. And I put it on Facebook, and this guy's supposed to be some kind of friend from, I don't know, whenever. But he called her a liar, and I said, dude, don't do that again. I guess the guy don't have kids, you know. You don't call somebody's daughter, kids, or whatever a liar. Everybody on Facebook just seen it was like, that wasn't cool. So he's not my friend anymore. I guess he never really was. Yeah, I'm well, man. But I truly believe I manifest my reality, like I've said a million times before. I make stuff work no matter what. I somehow ended up getting a baked liquid today, but tried to get it last night and got $90 jammed up. I can't do anything about it on my card till Saturday. But I got all my bills paid. And I got plenty of food, so. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm wondering how long it'll take before a lot more people start realizing that stuff is not right in the world and start questioning more things. Because you know it's going to happen all throughout the year. By the time we get to the end of the year, there's really going to be a lot of people questioning a lot of stuff and a lot of things changing. Just this mess screwed stuff up. It's like funny. It's like watching backwards in time. Every time I go to the store, I'm like, what's gas today? Ooh, $1.39. It's like, I remember when it got to like $4 going, yeah, it never changed again. We're going to be like Europe. It's like $1.39 because there's no one going anywhere. Time to sit home and reflect, I guess. Find a new hobby. Yeah, man. Everybody I talk to seems to be fine, you know. Every now and then you'll find somebody that knows an older person that's sick, which always happens this time of year with flus and colds and all that stuff. But heck, it all work out. It's all part of the plan, I guess. If you think about it, it's causing people to have to reflect on everything that they're doing, done, and see happening now. Because a lot of people are starting to question this. While at the same time, we've seen all the greed and the weird stuff just from people following a goofy post somewhere that said something about toilet paper. Then they all went goofy and started getting everything else. It's funny, you can find a lot of stuff back in the stores, but you still can't find toilet paper. I seen a guy that looked like he's scratching his head looking at paper towels today, like, should I? I'm glad I still had 2 big old rolls because I buy it at the beginning of the month. I buy enough to last all month. Hey, we got somebody else. Hello. How are you, Susan? Maybe I don't think these glasses really help from distance, but oh, no. These are reading glasses. I don't know why my fart. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's because that nightlight thing's on. makes everything all yellow like. Well, technically it's reddish, but whatever. Hopefully they don't mess nothing up. Let's see. Yeah, I think that fixed it a little bit. God, that's a sense of humor. I've saying that for a long time. You get some real serious people when it comes to religion. I'm like, trust me. I said, just, it comes from, if we got it, it comes from that same place. But you can see it in the world. And a lot of times when I get synchronicities, it's like the same way. I can't tell if the synchronicities are coming from my higher self sending something here, some kind of guides, a God, whoever it is. But I swear whoever's doing that really has a sense of humor. Oh, man. Let's say I've got 3 people here. Oh, man, I can't see that. Does that say salted? Yeah. So I take it everybody's doing well. Nobody's chimed in here and said I'm dying. Oh, man. Yeah. Synchronicities get so weird with me that it goes into dreams and I dream things that happen and blah, blah, blah. It's just like I'm living in a movie. If you really look at it like that, that changes everything. That's just like with today. Somebody's saying something. Don't never look at anything like a spiritual war. All the disciplines say we aren't fighting spiritual war. It's just like right now, if you do have issues, it's just because we have a screwed up system. That's how my money got locked up. Trying to deal with this other company because blah, blah, and I couldn't go get my ID changed because nothing's open there. And then lo and behold, all I had to do was walk around the corner and there was some tobacco vape shop open, man. I got stuff for a decent price, so. Like right now, what's going on, that's just because they messed everything up. Nobody's able to do stuff for weeks, so it's going to be crazy when they all get back, like government jobs and all that stuff. They're going to be like overwhelmed. No, you look around everywhere out there, everybody's saying they're feeling the same things that we are. Knowing there's more behind everything than what there is. And it's not so much I'm saying like, anything really conspiracy related, but just that in the background, these things happened at an opportune time for what's really happening down here to be able to, go into. You just got to remember, if you feel any energies out there, it's not anything trying to attack you. It's just energies being purged from everybody having to sit at home and face their lives for real. Because usually people are working, so it's hard to do. Been there, done that. I remember working every day for a month straight and so many hours that I don't really remember that month, other than I slept and laid sod. And I slept and I laid sod. And eventually the job was over with. It was like being in that movie Click. It's like 1 month kind of was like a blur. And then when it was over with, we got to go on a canoe trip with everything paid for, which is cool and all. I remember that, of course. But just about that whole month, I don't remember anything other than we laid sod. Sometimes it rained and we still laid sod. That's what I say, man. The timing is perfect for all this. Everybody's talked about something happening in the spring. And as you watch every day how things go, you realize it's all just part of the plan. No matter what direction you look at it from. You can even look at it from all these different, I hate the word conspiracy, but these alternative ways, you know, of seeing what happened, but it's all pointing to the same thing. This is the opportune time to change anything. Everybody's been talking about the money systems changing and all kind of stuff. So, you know, no matter how you want to look at this, everybody's at home. So not only do they got to face things, but well, if you need to talk to anybody, they're at home. Everybody's confined to places. So it's a perfect time for a lot of stuff to happen. And if you think about it that way, feel that energy, you'll get so many crazy synchronicities. You'll realize they go back to dreams like 15 years ago. And you're like, whoa, am I living in a movie? Then you're not in fear of anything. But you still don't do anything stupid. Sure. You know, I know this thing won't kill me if I get it, but I know it's highly contagious. I could carry it, give it to somebody else. So I'm not going to be stupid. I just go into town when I need to, and that's the way I always have been. Outside of that, I walk around, you know, the wood line here, the apartment complex I live with my dog and get some nature, you know, keep everything clean. But I do a lot of that stuff during this time of year anyways, you know, up through now, just because of cold and flu season. I kind of had a theory of maybe it's so damn hot that none of that crap can survive there. Hot and dry. I can't say one thing about this place. I've gotten some of the best sky and cloud pictures and colors and everything that I've gotten anywhere, but I know it has to do with being 5 miles from the lake and just the way that these clouds roll in. Makes it kind of dreary this time of the year, but it's really good during the summer because that's when I moved in here. But it's already been like, what, 80-some degrees where my daughter was at. She's only in southern Ohio, right next to West Virginia border area, somewhat, you know, down near the river, Ohio River. So it's only like one state. You puppy. Dog sitting in the hallway staring at me. Hey, what's up, my skies? Solar coronavirus, yeah. Yeah, there's so many different ways of looking at all this. If you turn off your TV news stuff, I tell you what, the good thing is even if anybody came over here, you can't turn on nothing like that on my TV. It just won't come in. You could hook up 12 antennas to there, you're not going to get a TV station. You might get some radio down there if you hook up a little antenna, but I use YouTube pretty much for a lot of stuff. If I need to do anything else, you just search it on the internet. That's what that computer's for. I never turn on the news. I used to watch the news twice a day, and you know what it does? It makes you paranoid, freaked out, and it does this weird thing to you like Facebook does, like where you're, and then, I finally got something happy. It's like they could say anything on the world news. It always comes as really serious. Tonight it's raining. Yes, it might be raining somewhere. That's why if you just get outside, do something else, you know. I know some people that are still working, but I still don't. No, they still don't got management over here outside of maintenance. We've got at least one maintenance guy that lives, you know, in one of these buildings that's working. There's nobody in the management office. Most places are closed except for grocery stores and stuff like that, of course. That's why I thought it was weird when I walked by that shop that had big blinking light that said vape shop. I was like, for real? It's like sitting there open, nothing else around it was open. Like I must have walked up in here at the perfect time. I'll go by there tomorrow. It won't exist. It'll be some weird timeline thing. Oh man. Because the tobacco shop down the road the other direction, it's closed until, what did it say, the 13th, I think. What was you watching? Hey, look, you guys are having whole conversations. You know, it's funny you said that thing. I thought about the movies where they do that. It's like they're using fear. There's really, you know, because so many people's got different thought patterns, and it all goes back to, you know, if you stay in fear, you're going to end up messed up. No matter what, we know that that will mess up your body anyways. You know, and if they're putting out 5G, who knows any of this stuff, you know, just stay in a high vibe. So no matter what happens, it won't affect you. That seems to work. That's what they say. I've been doing that. It seems to work. Actually, it gets funny because I almost start feeling like some kind of like Jedi samurai kind of ninja. I don't know. It's like really kind of what is that? Yeah, Jedi. I think I done said that. It's kind of funny because you start seeing through everything. It's like, oh man. Hey puppy. But anyways, at some point I'm thinking I can do maybe a midweek and Saturday or Sunday thing, and I'll figure out some other stuff to do within the live thing. I don't know. If nothing else, the good thing is we, you know, get together and just pretty much talk about stuff. I get moved, I would like to make it more interactive to where people call in if they wanted to. But I don't really got to mess with that too much right now. There's not a whole bunch of people here. You guys seem to play nice in the regular chat. Oh, man. See, those clouds out there look really cool, but I ain't got a camera that takes pictures like that. It's like 8 o'clock. So we're starting to lose the last of the light, but there's enough of it coming through to where you can see the outline of the different layers of clouds. That's what's the cool thing up here. They get a lot of stacked clouds. They seem to go on for freaking ever. I've seen them, looks like giant anvils in the sky, like straight out of a cartoon. Oh man, yeah. Being in a cop car, I bet you it's full of all kind of Wi-Fi shit. You go home and you're like, ugh. Honey, I don't know why I feel like this. Well, here, take one of those and go to sleep. Yeah, there's no way I could be in something like that. I mean, I guess technically could, but it would be kind of, and then dealing with the public and all the other crazy stuff. Being a police officer would be kind of a sucky job compared to the money you make. No wonder some of them act crazy. Like regular people, you know, sometimes something just clicks or unclicks. All right. See you, Susan. Much love to you. What kind of technology does that say, Fifth? Is this supposed to be quantum? Oh, yeah. I think there was just something before. Yeah, well, you don't even want to go too far with the whole thought of like, God and what is. I know them experiences where I woke up and I was the only consciousness, and the one where I thought I was dead. That's just too much for me. So I was contemplating exactly what is God. Well, when you get to that point, you completely lose ego, personality, everything. If you go completely back to there, this is part of the experience that goes to it somehow. But yeah, but like you're saying, it's if everything can be made of light and vibration, and it was created by something, that tells you that stuff's beyond our thinking, or at least our current thinking. And I don't know if I want to figure it all completely out, because if I do, then I'll be back to whatever it is I came from. I kind of like experiencing things at the moment. You know? Yeah, that's why I figure I'm start doing some of these live feeds, chats here and there, so people do start to question more. They come across your channel or my channel or somebody else's. They can just pop on and be like, "Hey, man, do you know what about what?" I'd be like, "Well, this is what I know." What's up, puppy dog? I think the house got kind of warm. Maybe I should open up the windows more. Oh, trust me, I've watched stuff on quantum physics, and I was like doing really good, man. Dude kept talking, and then all of a sudden, at some point, I got lost in it. I'm not even going to try and explain where I got lost at, because it was a bit too much. But I remember by the end of him talking, I was like, I felt dumber than when I started, because I was grasping it, but they went kind of out there. But then the problem is they don't even got half of that right. So if you go even farther out, you really have to have assistance. Like go into meditation and see if you can get guidance to your answers. But just the basics of what it seems that's out there is quite interesting. I mean, I went from the sun being basically nuclear reaction and gases when I was a kid to no, it's electric and magnetism, and not exactly sure if these things get turned on like night lights or what the heck's going on out there. But I know there's been a hypothesized thing of Saturn, I think it was, being an old sun, and that given the right conditions could be activated. But that goes into the electric universe theories, which is not really theories to me. It explains how things work. We look at everything: electric, plasma, magnetics. 600. I had 111 right before this video, and I realized that when I was talking to my friend who started a group on Facebook that's like a 111 group. It's a long story though, but that's when he went through his awakening stuff. And on the other one, I think I only had like 30 some or 40 videos. But those go back to when I first started. And if you go look at those ones, you can see that I was trying to figure out how to do these videos and what exactly I wanted to say before I finally just let go and let spirit work through me to say what I needed to. Then I got to the point where I still have that, but now I'm starting to get people that come here, and I can talk to people, and y'all can talk to each other. We can ask and answer questions back and forth. and just do like a little mix of things. You know, use the platform for, you know, for what it is. And this is a perfect opportunity for that kind of stuff. You know, I ain't looking to make any money off it. I'm looking for people to, they're wandering about looking for answers, to be able to have somewhere to go with people that are there that know a lot of what they're asking. Which is exactly what all these little communities we're all building up on YouTube are about. All right, phone, don't you start with me. This is why I don't like apps on a phone. I would rather a phone just call and text. I'm really seriously thinking about getting a new wave flip phone with no apps. You can get one. I've seen somebody, man, who's really, really into that whole thing of not being tracked and all the, you know, frequencies and stuff. I can't remember who it was. Let's see. It was either Joe Rogan's show or Mike Tyson's. I can't remember. Serious. Yeah, that's pretty much, you know, if you look through all my videos, it's not so much me teaching anything, even though a couple times it might have sounded as such. It was me going through a journey and everybody being able to go on the journey with me and helping them to understand that what they're going through is normal. I found that out with quite a few people on YouTube. You can see as people's, you know, grown and went through the journeys and how it all started, which would be great for anybody questioning things, sitting at home going, what is all this about? This is BS. I don't see sick people and zombies walking around, all this stuff. What is going on? So then they just start putting in keywords and stuff in Google. And then what do? They get referred to videos from people like us or other people. And then eventually people like us, you know how that all works out. What, buddy? So how long have I been on? 28 minutes? Oh, you're back. See, man, we got people disappearing into other dimensions. He went into the 5D. My guys just came back. Show me where your portal is, man. Oh, ooh, man. I don't know why it pops up every time. Well, not every time, but most of the time. It's cool. You can hear these birds out here, like right before it goes dark. We'll get out in these different trees and sing back and forth. Yeah. Having these channels helps, especially you have other people that's like-minded that you can talk to. And I don't know, what was it, 3-4 years ago when I first went on here and started realizing there's channels, and I realized there's Facebook groups, but then the Facebook groups got kind of, you know, I still got a couple, but they're just a place to put memes. I've tried to do everything. I've had administrators try to set up for things, you know, where people have like teaching, let's see, meditations, all kind of stuff. And eventually I said, I learned what Facebook was and why it's so annoying. And I was like, I understand YouTube. That's kind of neat if you think about it. You know, when I was a kid, somebody said one day they'll have this thing called a computer, explain what that is, and everybody can have a channel and you can just go in there and talk to people, and they could be from anywhere. I know when I was a kid, I would have thought, well, that's cool, man. What do you pay? Nothing. But I got premium. But the only reason I did that is because I don't like commercials, and I use this like people use Netflix and stuff. The only other thing I got that has any movies on it is I have access to Disney. That's it. I'm usually on YouTube, and I keep Facebook open for Messenger just because it's easier to talk to people on that than this silly phone I got. Plus, you can do video, I can do text, and I can do little short video clips, voice clips. Basically, if they got rid of Messenger, I'd get rid of Facebook. There'd be no reason. Sure, you can put memes on it, but you can do that anywhere. I got a Minds account. You can go over there and look. I put some videos and crap on there. It's basically like that, So there's really no use for Facebook other than Messenger. So that's your name, 5D Mike. Yeah, man, I like your work. Oh, we all love each other. Dog says, "Have some peace and love." Here, come here, pup. Say hi to people. All right, there's the peoples. They're right there. Say hello, dude. What's wrong? You don't like the way you're sitting? Say hello. Doesn't look too happy, does it? You don't like the way you're sitting. Calm down. Hold on. There you go. That better? Yeah, you don't like to sit the other way. It gets them, kind of uncomfortable. Tell you what, it's actually warm out here. Been kind of sprinkling, a little bit of rain. Yeah, I ought to do more meditations. There's actually supposed to be another. I think it's World One, the 4th or the 5th. I know I had it posted a couple of places, which I found it myself. I think maybe on Facebook. Tell you what, anybody who's been watching the skies long enough knows that you can see gravitational, magnetic waves, and everything. They show up in the clouds. They got exact patterns, exact straight edges and shit. It's pretty wild. And that's when you get a lot of the light reflections, like when the sun sets. The sun sets over here, and it does it in this little area in between the trees. And when it hits at a certain angle, you can see like reds and purples and stuff. Well, it did last year. Yeah, the whole thing, though, you can't have a war with consciousness because pure consciousness is God. So if you let go enough of what is your understanding of the world and let that be what it is, guiding you like the Holy Spirit kind of thing, there is no war no more. It just all kind of stops. It's almost like a dark crystal, something's being returned and boom, it just all comes part of. Yeah, I probably watched a lot of movies growing up. Funny thing is, I don't now. but I also have one of them issues with sitting for too long. So that's what's good for YouTube. You know, half an hour, less than half an hour, I can sit there. Yeah. Well, I think I have my email posted. Let's see here. Do, 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 do. Um, yeah, all right. I got that in there if you don't want to leave it up there. I don't know. I thought I had mine put on here, but I'm still trying to figure out parts of YouTube, so it's possible that it's not showing somewhere. So I turn on some music. It's funny. I look for sometimes a lot of times where it says beautiful music, and it almost sounds melancholy, like they're playing in almost sad, like it's so beautiful. Maybe it's so beautiful they're crying. Maybe that's what it is. I tell you what, speaking of music, and one that keeps been going through my head over the last so many years, and it's really funny now. I thought to myself, I ought to do a parody of it. I know I can if I get this one service, and legally I could do it, stick to stuff everywhere. You pay so much a year, but I was like, End of the World as We Know It by REM, but sticking in a lot of the stuff that's going on right now. It's funny because he just kind of like says stuff, back and forth, you know. So you throw in all these different things, you know, this virus, blah blah, and, you know, all the little stuff that's coming out of the different truther areas and all this stuff, and it'd be kind of an interesting song, you know. Oh man. uh, hey, that's funny. It's look, you said pineapple. I had this set just the top wasn't ready, and then earlier I was like, "Oh yeah, it's ready now." I was gonna cut this tonight. Ooh, oh, 40 minutes. Hmm. Maybe if I continue to do this, I should have some more talking points, or I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I could add. You know, I might do other stuff at some point. I kind of just go with the flow with things anymore. It's so funny for a person that used to be really, really, really into planning stuff. Now I'm kind of like, we'll just see what happens. If I feel it at the time, whatever I feel, then I'll do. It's a lot better way to be, though. I'll tell you that much. You ain't fighting nothing that way. Well, should we go ahead and get out of here? Call it done at basically 40 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, man. Just we're all like a community, so whether we hang out or just check in on each other, that's a good thing to do. I've had a lot of people that's been there for me when I've been all weirded out or confused or whatever, whatever the case may be. But yeah, we can. Yeah, yeah, and I got your email, so we'll go ahead and end this. And if I got anything that like message that gets sent to me, I'll just do like a normal live thing and spit it out. But I know pretty much the same stuff you guys do, so we're all seeming to get the same messages at the same time. So, anyways, y'all have an awesome evening. Much love. Peace be with you. Same thing. Dog says same thing. Trust me, I can feel it. Till next time.